Afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I came to bring you a bit of afternoon cheer by way of a news report that was shared by a, a young lady I went to Fisk University with, and she was up in arms and somewhat that's how to say upset. We'll just say upset. I'm not using fancy words for it. The black unemployment is surging again. This time is different. Federal layoffs and an end to diversity initiatives have weakened a historically strong labor market for black workers. And this is who they choose to be the example of the black worker. Sherry Marshall graduated from college a few years ago with a degree in psychology and lives in Los Angeles, still looking for a position that would allow her to use her education. Now, first of all, Los Angeles is a wasteland. There's a wasteland of unemployment opportunities. Especially, they running niggas out of Los Angeles. Joblessness for black workers is rising again, 2 years after reaching a record low. Now, on another note, did we suddenly remember what fucking black jobs are? I recall that we were offended when anybody would even say black jobs. We trying to get black jobs. What happened? Joblessness often spikes higher for historically marginalized groups. I thought it was about black people. Who are these marginalized groups? I thought you were talking about black people. During an economic downturn and takes longer to fall. This time, Trump's administration's assault on diversity programs and cuts to the federal workforce could make it even more difficult. Could make it even more difficult for black workers to recover when conditions improve. The African American unemployment rate has surged over the past 4 months from 6 to 7.5%, while the rate for white people ticked down slightly to 3.7%. On the top of a slowing economy, the White House's actions have disproportionately harmed black workers, economists said. I think the speed at which things have changed in such a dramatic fashion is out of the ordinary, said Valerie Wilson, who directs the program on race, ethnicity, and the economy at the Economic Policy Institute, a left-leaning think tank. There's been such a rapid shift in policy rather than something cyclical or structural about the economy. At least since the 70s, federal government started tracking unemployment by race. Rate for black people have run twice the rate for white people. Now, come on now. I'm gonna summarize this. We live in the white man's land. Didn't nobody want to listen to Big Mom and Big Daddy in there when they said that we stand out the way of them white folks and we trying to build our own shit instead of kept on standing on the Black Wall Streets, which was also rebuilt, by the way, and all the other black economically strong enclaves and cities that we had. We want to run to the white man job. We want to run to the white man land, the white man property, this, that, and the third. So now we lose not good white man jobs. We upset now. Black people confront greater challenges in the job market. The greater challenges are because we seek jobs and employment like psychology is the things in which we could be self-sufficient, we could be entrepreneurs, we could be masters of, in which we could start our own individual businesses out of. I guess you could start a psychology office, but as many crazy niggas out here, evidently psychology, going to the shrink is not one of our biggest things that we choose to do. A strong economy during President Trump's first term created more jobs for black workers, but then many of them were lost in the COVID-19 pandemic, hit in-person employment particularly hard. If you hit him in person, I guess that means like if you're working over the counter, working a service job. Generous public subsidies, though, cushioned the blow and hiring rebounded quickly. Now, I really wanted to get to this part right here, this part of this graph. Now, you see how it has the black here, the white here, the Hispanic here, and the Asian here. Now, pay attention. Now, I'm leaving it here highlighted on the Asian. You see how low theirs is? Would you like to know why the Asian unemployment is so fucking low? Because the Asians are smart enough to know how to be entrepreneurs in themselves. The Asians are very, not to be stereotypical, they tend to be very highly educated in order to maintain their self-sufficiency. Now we'll go to the Hispanic folks. The Hispanic folks, you see how theirs just spiked significantly. And it's going down some, but look right there in 2023 there's an uptick. There's an uptick. I guess that was probably when Joe Biden was in, and Joe Biden allowed and all the good undocumented illegal aliens to come in. He was also giving them boatloads of money. I can speak on this because I live in Chicago, where I witnessed them give thousands of dollars to people who have no interest, have no stake, have no real ancestry in this land. But let's go to the white folks. See how the white folks, they're barely, shoot. Matter of fact, the Asian, let's go here. The Asians is pretty much below the white folks in regard to unemployment. But the white folks, they're significantly they're significantly suffering from unemployment less than the black folks and the Hispanic folks. So now we'll go to the good old black folks. And as they said in the story that you see from 2016, I believe 2016 was when Mean Master was elected, and how unemployment just went on down. Bro Obama for us. We love Obama. But unemployment for black people significantly dropped after Mean Master Trump got in. And then it spiked in 2020. Who was elected in 2020? Do we recall what happened in 2020? What election that was? When she looked just like me, and if you don't know whether or not to vote for me, then you're not black. What happened then? So it really amazes me, the outrage. Now 2022, 2024, it's ticking up. You see where it said, I guess it's right here at the 20, like at the end here. Y'all can't. You see where it's saying it's ticking up now. There's your uptick. Your recent it's barely 2020. Well, I guess 2025 is almost over. It's 2025. We're a little more than halfway through 2025, and doing the black job. Said Donald Trump, he disrespect us talking about black job though. So I ain't even gonna read the rest of this shit. I just wanted to get that off. Y'all kill me with this fucking partisan. Y'all love y'all black politicians and the white Democrat party shit, man. Y'all ought to learn about what the ancestors told us. Ain't nobody coming to save your black ass. Keep them people out your business. You stay the fuck out of their business, and maybe we'll do a whole lot better. I tend to agree. I tend to think so. But that's all I got. Thank you for attending my TED Talk this morning. Y'all have a great day.